We are blessed today to be on the Caribbean side of Panama.
Yes, we took an adventurous ride here to get to the San Blas Islands.
Yes, this is the ride out here is really cool. We're staying in Panama City, and the San Blas Islands are on the Caribbean coast, and it is an autonomous region controlled by the Guna Indians. We'll tell you more about that later. But this is a day trip, and we're going to hit about 3 different islands. And like Becky said, we took off we got up at 5 a.m. and we
left the city about 6 by the time we picked up at
city at 6, and the ride over was through the mountains, really nice mountains. The views were great.
A curvy roller coaster road.
Yep, we rode in a Jeep with 7 other people, and got to know a few of the people there. They're very friendly.
Yes, and from Costa Rica, Argentina, New York.
And we got to stop at a couple of points just to take some photos of the beautiful mountains. And actually, the road wasn't too bad.
Yeah, just curvy, bumpy.
Yeah.
The first part was definitely had more potholes and things. The second part was definitely more paved.
Yeah.
Curvy.
Yeah, very, very curvy. But I think the ride itself was an adventure.
Yeah.
And now we're going to get on a boat and head out to the islands. So you can see it's pretty crowded right now. All right, Becky, you ready for an adventure on the San Blas Islands?
I am, and so is my new friend.
Yes. All right, here we go. All right, so we just took off from the dock on this really cool boat.
We are headed to the San Blas Islands.
And since I planned this trip, I don't know what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna go to 3 different islands, do some snorkeling, hang out on some beautiful islands and beaches, eat a traditional Guna meal, and I think just have a great, relaxing time here on the Caribbean coast of Panama. So we made it out to our first island, and we can kick off our sandals and just let our toes go on the sand.
The water is so clear.
Oh, so beautiful.
It took about 30 minutes to get out here, and it was beautiful views the entire way. Lots of little islands along the way to see. It was really cool.
So I think, again, we're going to go to 3 or 4 islands. The San Blas Islands, they are an archipelago. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Off the coast of archipelago. But anyway, a group of islands off the coast of Panama. I think 200 or 300 islands controlled by the Guna Indians. They're autonomous, meaning they are a part of Panama, but they are completely kind of independent. They control themselves. And so all these islands are controlled by the Guna Indians, and so they are our host today. And you just take a look around here. Look at this. It is so nice. So first stop, beautiful beach. They provided chairs. What do you call those types of boards there?
Oh, paddle boards.
Paddle boards. So a lot of stuff to do here. So we're gonna enjoy the next 2 hours on this beautiful island.
Let's get in the water.
Hey. Got a big lobster down there too. That is a big one. So the first island that we've stopped on is absolutely gorgeous. Very small, only a couple of 100 yards long, about 100 yards wide. It has some restroom facilities and also only really one building. And you can see the Guna Indian type things that you can buy there. Also a very small snack shack. And just a place to rest and relax in this beautiful island tropical paradise. All right, Becky, what do you think about this tropical island paradise?
It is amazing. The water is so warm and clear. It's awesome.
So that was Doe Island, our first stop, and it was restful, relaxing, and beautiful.
It was. We snorkeled for a few minutes, saw a million tiny little fish and a big school of fish and 2 starfish.
Yep. Now we're on to our second island out of 4. So I was wrong earlier. We're going to 4 islands.
Oh, wow.
Awesome. We are keeping our fingers crossed that it's going to be lunchtime.
Yes, we're starving.
So here we go. We're going to take off for the next island. Becky, I don't know if this day could get much better. We are in a tropical paradise. We left the first island. I think we told you we're going to 4 islands, but change of plans. We're going to 3 islands, and then we stopped by a sandbar, which was nice. Spent about 15 minutes there. And now we're on Dog Island.
Yeah, we just had lunch, and
Oh,
it was delicious.
the lunch was outstanding. I had this humongous Caribbean lobster.
Yes, it was good. I tried a bite, not half like he'll tell you. I only ate a bite. And then I had chicken, which I expected was going to be like shredded chicken like you usually get when you have rice and chicken. But it was actually a huge piece of fried breast chicken, and it was delicious too. So it was really good.
And we were hungry, so that was awesome. So we finished eating lunch. This island is really neat because if you want to stay here overnight, you can. They have several like huts. It reminds me of Gilligan's Island.
Yeah, this would be primitive staying
Yep.
for sure. There's no air conditioning. I don't even know if there's electric in them, so it's pretty remote.
We met 2 young ladies that are doing this for 4 nights. We met another young lady on the first island. She said she's done it for 4 nights. One night she stayed in a tent. She said on an island by herself, and she heard a commotion, and she looked outside of her tent, and a loggerhead turtle was laying eggs.
Her eggs. That's so cool. Now that I am very jealous of. That would be amazing.
But you could come to this island, stay in these huts or a tent, and it's primitive. The water for showers are salt water.
So that's something different as
Yeah.
well, but pretty cool.
Yeah.
And
So this is the type of islands that we're visiting today. The San Blas Islands, remote, fairly primitive, but it would be pretty, I don't know. Becky and I have talked about it. We don't know if we want to do 4 nights, but maybe one night would be an experience for us.
Yeah, it'd be an adventure to do at least one night. So it'd be fun.
So we're going to hang out at this island, Dog Island, for a couple of hours. There's a shipwreck to snorkel by, so we're going to do that. And then we're going to head back to one more island before we head back to our place in Panama City. So we're on our third and final island of the San Blas tour.
And this island has the most huts that we've
Yes.
seen. and a couple of restaurants, volleyball courts. Definitely a lot more people outside hanging out, so you can tell that a lot of people are staying here right now. So,
and keep in mind when we say restaurants, again, San Blas Islands are remote.
Yes.
And it is a
Primitive.
unique experience. I love it.
Yes.
So yeah, this is not a place to stay if you think you're going to get room service, air conditioning, and so forth.
Yeah, you have to know you're coming basically to camp.
Yeah. Really, that's a lot what it looks like to me. And this island actually looks like a lot of the Guna people actually live on.
Yeah.
So
some have had booths out with crafts and things.
And a lot of the housing, the Guna are outside, and it looks like their personal residence. So we're going to explore this third and final island as we wrap up our day in San Blas. In fact, let me just flip the camera around. All right, so let's just look around this island and see what we're going to do for the next hour. So quick recap, we got up at 4:30 a.m., caught our shuttle at about 5:20, picked up the other guests by 6.
Yep, left Panama City by 6 a.m.
Yeah, it took about 2 hours or so to get out here, and it was
really
a beautiful drive.
Yeah, with stops, I think we got here almost at 9, so it was about 3 hours
All right,
by the
3
time,
hours?
because he stopped and let us take pictures on an overlook or whatever.
Yeah, and I heard some reviews, they didn't like the drive. I love the drive.
Yeah,
It
it
wasn't
was
bad
awesome.
at all, yeah.
It'll remind you of other islands that you go to where the roads are real curvy.
And then just to be on like truly remote islands, not touched by hotels or anything
Right.
like that,
Yeah.
and you get a true experience of the Guna Indians, their lifestyle, and just really enjoy a tropical paradise for an entire day. And so that was our day in the San Blas Islands. Any last words, Becky?
Nope, I'll give it 2 thumbs up.
Definitely.
It was a lot of fun.
So we're going to get back on the boat and then head to shore, get in the car, another 3-hour trip back home, and we'll be ready
For bed.
For bed.